Crazy about my money. Crazy about my money.
Hello, what's up and welcome back to my channel where we talk about money. Your money, our money, money. So we're gonna have a little story time mixed in with lessons, and of course we'll bring it back to why it applies to our money. So little old me a few years ago was not this bubbly, excited and outgoing girl. Well, I'd always been outgoing, but a few years ago, the specific time I was talking about, I was having difficulties in my career. So in my career taking off, I had two, not one, two. I have to do it, extra because I'm extra. So I had two firings within a space of 6 months. So I went into one place, I got fired. I went to second place, I got fired. And we're gonna talk about the things I didn't know at the time that I now know, and now I am a work magnet. I don't worry about my income. Like I don't worry about, oh, when will I get a job? I feel I have job security because I believe in myself. So we're gonna talk about the people skills that I did not know at the time that were important. So this relates me to the book that I'm going to introduce to you that I want you to read in your own time. Please read How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Wherever you buy books or wherever you can find it, Amazon, tablets, wherever you can find the book, get it and read it. If you can listen to the book too, it changed my life because I learned these skills and it works. I am a testimony to the skills. So basically, How to Win Friends and Influence People, it talks about 7 steps, 7 skills that are important and that will help you to master relationships with people. Because if you can master relationships with people, like I mastered relationships with people, it allows you to have confidence in your work environment. And work is where we all make money. If you are working, there's no work that you're not communicating with other people. So if you're able to handle these relationships with confidence, you are going to double your income. You're going to have job security. You're going to feel in control of your career. So one of the points in this book that is very important is to be a good listener. So I have 3 points. I'm going to start off with this one that I'm going to talk about in this video. 3 points. Be a good listener. Actually listen to people when you are talking. So ask them questions. How is your mom? How is your dad? How is your boyfriend? Remember the name of the person that they talked about so that the following conversation, you remember this specific person. This is a very important skill because a lot of people are just talking to people so that they can get to the next point. They say, how are you? They expect the person to say fine, and then they move on to the next question. This is an example of being a good listener. If I ask someone, how are you? And they say, I'm all right, or what's the story, or like, do you have any story? They say, not so much, like I don't have much. Then you say, oh, what's the bit that you do have? Like, just pay attention to people, and you will find this. People will feel heard because a lot of people don't feel heard because conversations are rushed. So practice this when you go into work tomorrow. Ask people questions, listen to their questions. Don't just try to fill in. If someone is telling you a story, don't just say, oh, when I did that, oh, when I went to Spain as well, this thing happened that is related to the thing that you're talking about. Let them finish their story and laugh or just listen. Don't always have something else to say. Be a good listener. Number 2, remember people's names. This is so simple, but so hard and this changes a lot of relationships you are. So just remember this. It says in the book that a person's name is the sweetest and the best sound that a person has ever heard in their own language. So listen to people's names. If they tell you the names of their partners, their daughter, remember it. I've done this when I started working. I would note the name of the people I just worked with in my notes, and you would think this is crazy, but when you go back in and you just remember the name of that person without them asking you, oh my god, you're like that best person ever. If you just say, oh, how is Paul, how is Amanda, and they're like, oh my god, she remembered the name of my daughter, wow, then they'll tell you everything about Amanda. They'll think this person is so lovely, and it's a genuine thing because now you're building a real connection with people. Back in the day when I didn't have these skills, I just felt like I don't really care. Like, I just felt like it's all about me. I want to talk about my weekend. I want to talk about my life. I want to talk about me. But this is when you take the focus off yourself. And then guess what? I used to get stressed then because I have talked about my weekend and now I don't have anything else to talk about. But if you're asking people about themselves and you're listening, then you have no pressure, because guess what? They'll talk about themselves. And then eventually, by the time that they'll talked about everything, then they want to ask about you. You will never run out of conversations with people if you focus on listening to them and asking about them. And then the last point then is related to what I've just said. Be curious about other people. So make the other person more important and see the other person as someone you can learn from. Always pay attention to the other person because you already know all about you. It's about having a level of humility and focusing the attention on the other person, and this will change the course of your relationships with people, your ability to go into an interview and do well, your ability to get into that company that you've been wishing to get and get that promotion, your ability to not be scared in an interview. And this will allow you to control your money and control your life, because we're here to win with our money. So thank you for listening. I will see you back here again soon. Love and light. Bye.
Crazy about my money.
Money, money, money.